The World Health Organization Pandemic Treaty and International Health Regulations Explained. Finally. Hey everyone, Johnny here, Don't Speak News. Well, Jon Rappaport's blog over here on Substack tries to explain these things to us. In this article, he says, I'm not going to detail the contents of the World Health Organization Treaty and their international health regulations. You can assume either of these documents, if enforced, will torpedo the sovereignty of America and force the country to accept any World Health Organization declaration of a serious disease outbreak or a pandemic. America will be forced to accept the WHO strictures that mirror the COVID restrictions, but these new ones will be worse, even more devastating. Relentless vaccine mandates, deep surveillance and censorship, strict home lockdown requirements. And of course, we know that the WHO could and will declare a pandemic wholly based on its desire to set up a de facto global medical dictatorship at any time. And so, but here's the thing. First, the WHO Pandemic Treaty, because it is a treaty, or at least we think it is, would have to be ratified by 2/3 vote of the U.S. Senate. The president couldn't unilaterally approve it, unless, by some underhanded trickery, the treaty were renamed into an agreement. Watch out for that. Keep reading to see how this switcheroo works. Well, here it is, right from the World Health Organization itself. It doesn't say treaty. It says agreement. And now Jon Rappaport has a new article a couple of weeks later that shows it exactly what it is. This is a red alert, guys. The WHO Pandemic Treaty is really just an agreement. This makes all the difference in the world. We've been fooled. So I'll give you the bottom line. A treaty needs the signature of the U.S. president plus a 2/3 vote of approval in the Senate. An agreement only needs the president's signature. And America is committed to go along with the document. And like I said, you can read all about it right here. I'll put the link up as I always do. So I've been communicating with a media person at the World Health Organization. It took several exchanges to clarify what's going on here. What we've been told is the WHO Pandemic Treaty is actually labeled an agreement. This is dire. When Biden signs it, American sovereignty is suddenly placed under the WHO, which it already is anyway, because Trump signed that emergency agreement in 2020. But anyway, the WHO can then declare a global health emergency whenever they want to, for any reason. And all the rules and restrictions they lay down can be invoked here in America. For instance, lockdowns, mandated vaccines. America is suddenly a colony of the World Health Organization. Now, no date has been set for the WHO submitting the agreement to the U.S. and other countries, but it could be soon. A sword is hanging over our heads. We need massive refusal, despite Biden imminently signing our sovereignty away. We need senators rebelling in large numbers, which probably won't happen. We need state governors pledging to ignore all WHO dictates. We need the American people refusing to go along with the WHO. And, of course, I've already shown you the document. So, and I just showed you the article he wrote a couple of weeks ago about this very thing. See, if you look here, the International Health Regulations and its new amendments are a whole other proposition. The U.S. signed on to the IHR in 2005. Since it's labeled an agreement and not a treaty, new amendments are unilaterally approved by the president. Boom. And as we can see, that's exactly what they've done. Because this thing is an agreement, not a treaty. And that's how they'll do an end run around U.S. sovereignty without Senate approval. And definitely without the American people's approval. So I need to make you aware, this is definitely a red alert. They're making an end run on the Constitution right now as I'm speaking to you. There you go. That's it for now. God bless. Take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak News.